The work that we create at Ilbijerri Theatre is, by default, is about telling our stories, and they always are based on true stories. You know, someone's story. In the case of the production we're doing at the moment, Jack Charles versus the Crown, it's essentially his story. So in terms of the protocol, by default, the protocols are being observed because Uncle Jack is on stage telling his own story. He is the co-writer, and contractually it's reflected. So at no point is he saying anything he's not happy with. So that is addressed simply by the nature and the way we're working with the piece. It literally is just project by project, negotiating it. Different demands, different needs, and different protocols with creating new work. It sort of operates on two levels in terms of the protocols. There's the very straightforward artistic protocols, so the artist to artist company, and that relationship is very straightforward. What becomes an added, a whole nother layer is the protocols of culture and community. And there may be a story, for instance, one of the productions we did was called Sisters of Gellam, and within that story was a traditional Torres Strait story. So the protocols that are involved in basically engaging with family and community, and in this case the Torres Strait Islander community, and going through the process of letting them know and going through them with the script, and sitting down with my aunties and talking through, make sure that they were happy with the story that we were telling. And so there's all this, and that's quite an involved process. It's time consuming, and it's not straightforward, because I might talk to my family, but that doesn't reflect all Torres Strait Islanders, and I need to be aware of that, and as anyone does as they go on this process. So it's quite a complex process, but you do it, and you take the time that you need, and you don't always get it right, but it's just a part and parcel of what we do, and you have to do it. In all honesty, it's not easy. It's actually a very complex process to get it right, and there is no one fix answer to getting it right when it comes to protocols in regards to culture, anything, culture, politics, story, personal story. And it's project by project is my experience. You're going to need to negotiate that every project. You need to be strong in making it a priority, and that means reflecting that in your scheduling, in your contracting, in your budget, because it's going to take time. It's going to need to make its way into all aspects of how you go about the project. So my advice is to be that you absolutely have to have a person of experience, Indigenous artist, who's involved in those fundamental conversations and discussions that are had in the making of the work. And I'm talking about the very broad picture side of what is the work saying, what is it you want to say, and teasing that all out, the politics and anything to do with politics or the culture. You need to have an Indigenous person of experience contributing and shaping those initial discussions, because by the time you bring in your actors, it's too late.